Hello, and welcome to NeoPrediX, the prediction platform in neonatal care that supports you to identify the patients today that will be critical tomorrow so you can personalize and optimize therapy and care decisions for each individual patient. We would like to give a short introduction how to predict critical disease progression and risks immediately. Today, we will look at NeoPrediX B.1, an intelligent algorithm to predict the progression of bilirubin up to 48 hours into the future, individual for each patient, based on only a few data points. The algorithm has been validated in a multi-center clinical trial on more than 400 patients, and an accuracy of more than 90% has been shown. NeoPrediX is a cloud-based system, which means you can use multiple devices and log in from various locations using only an up-to-date browser. NeoPrediX does not require any hardware installations. Once you log in using your credentials, you will be directed to the dashboard where the currently active patients are displayed. You may add further patients manually in just a few steps, or the data may also be downloaded automatically from an electronic medical record system if a connection has been established. In this example, we see a few patients. Let's look at baby Marianne, who was born yesterday afternoon, just 12 hours ago. By clicking on the name, you will be directed to the main screen displaying the core information about this patient. Here we see the data points that are required by NeoPrediX, which are birth weight, gestational age, and delivery mode, and further the available bilirubin measurements. In this example, one bilirubin measurement has been performed with a result of 7, and the method was TSB. The system accepts both TSB and TCB measurements. This measurement is plotted on the graph on your right. You may now choose to display the curves of the Botani nomogram to understand the current status of risk. But how is bilirubin going to develop in the near future? May this patient be discharged already now? NeoPrediX can provide the answer. By clicking here, an accurate prediction for the next 24 hours is performed, showing that this patient is at risk of developing hyperbilirubinemia, which is valuable information when taking clinical decisions such as discharge. In this example, you may also choose to display the phototherapy threshold of the newly released AAP guidelines to gain further insights. But NeoPrediX B.1 is also capable to predict bilirubin progression for 48 hours into the future, for which it requires at least 2 bilirubin measurements. So let's go back to the dashboard. Here is another example. Baby Jason was born yesterday morning. Things look fine right now, and the mother would like to go home. On the main screen for this patient, we see that 2 measurements are available, both TSB. Looking at the graph, the development seems to be somewhat flat. Displaying the nomogram, we already get an understanding of where we are right now. However, what will happen in the next 2 days? May this patient be sent home, or are we taking the risk of readmission, or even missing a critical jaundice patient? Again, NeoPrediX has the answer. By clicking on the prediction button, you can see that bilirubin will continue to incline with a likelihood to even be in the high-risk zone. Knowing this, would you send this patient home? Again, this is valuable information of the future you receive already now to make the right decisions. NeoPrediX also offers to produce a PDF report by clicking on this button up here. This report may be used as documentation and stored to the patient file, or even printed as a means of communication with the parents to explain the clinical decisions. Going back to the main screen, you may add further measurements, edit the patient data, or even directly access the IFU if you would like to learn further details. When you're done, simply click on Log Out in the upper right corner. This was our short introduction. We hope we could give you an overview of the system. Thank you very much for your attention.